Crassula ovata, aka Jade Plant, a perfect succulent indoor plant to have for apartments and offices. You call that a plant? Come on, man, give me a break. This is all that's left of it. Now, please be quiet because I'm trying to make a video, okay? Whatever. Anyway, let me tell you why this tiny thing is a perfect indoor plant that you should own. Hello nature lovers, welcome back to my channel. Before I go on with the rest of the video though, I just wanted to share with you the story of this plant and why do I have only a tiny version of it. And while doing so, I'm also gonna cover the process of propagation. A neighbor of mine, fortunately for me, has a fully grown jade plant, and unfortunately for you and for us all, I don't have any footage of it, but you get the idea. So she was so kind that she agreed that I would cut a couple of stems in order to propagate it. So yes, one of the ways that you can propagate jade plant is by cutting a few stems, or how many stems you want from a fully grown jade plant, and you put them directly into soil. But it's not only that, you can also propagate it by leaf cutting. Besides the stems that I was able to cut from that mother plant that my neighbor has, not me, she has it, I was also able to grab a few leaves that they were almost falling off. So I grabbed them, and if you can see here, I put them into the soil. Now, probably you cannot tell on camera, but if I try to pull out one of the leaves, or the three of them, the only ones that survived, I can feel that they are stuck, which means there is a root system down there developing. Now, jade plants can grow normally, relatively to a plant, or they can grow very slow, and that depends only from the light. So the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about is light. So jade plants love bright indirect light. I leave this near a southeast window, which obviously the sun gets in all the day, but I found a spot in my apartment where it doesn't get direct sunlight, and it's perfect. So this is a 2-month-old jade plant, and it's growing relatively slow, but keep in mind that we are in winter, right? This is mid-December. So if you keep them in indirect but very bright light, they will thrive. Okay, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm hoping to get out of these tiny stems and out of these leaves, a fully grown jade plant. Now let's jump to the water, and probably that's gonna be it for this video, because these are the most important things, right? In winter, I let the soil dry 100%, and I also leave it for 2 or 3 days more, and then I give it a good watering. Just keep in mind though that the pot must have draining holes, because this is a succulent plant, right? It doesn't need the roots to be wet all the time. The thick leaves and the thick stem will preserve nutrients and also water. However, in summer though, I water them the moment that the soil is 100% dry. Now you might ask, how do I know that the soil at the bottom of the pot is totally dry? Well, it's simple. I use a moisture meter, one just like this. So I stick the moisture meter till the bottom of the pot. So I'm gonna leave it for a couple of days at the most, and then I'm gonna water it. However, there is a good thing about this plant, that it will talk to you. I mean, not literally, but if you forget about this, then the leaves will start to go relatively soft. That is a good time to give it a good watering, right? If you don't want the plant to die, obviously. So in summer, like I said, I use this fellow, and the moment I see that the soil is 100% dry, I give it a good water. So this is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you find it helpful or funny or whatever you feel, you know what to do. Thanks again for watching, and stay natural.